What's up, guys? This is once again Mr. Nice Watch coming at you with another tutorial on this formula is helping people win the lottery. So what I've actually went and did now, I've changed the title, guys, because I want to make it more appropriate in the way I've I've changed it to the lottery secret that they don't want you to know. The reason why is because it's so simple, guys, and I honestly believe that they don't want you to know about this secret because if you do, you guys would keep winning and you probably would run these people crazy and because of all the winning might make them go bankrupt. Okay, so guys, I got a comment from my YouTube channel and someone wanted me to go ahead and check Michigan for the lottery formula, or rather now I call it the secret. And we are at the Michigan lottery right now. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do, guys, I'm gonna try to do every state possible and come up with a trick, or not rather a trick, rather a way of figuring out how the pattern falls. That way, guys, you guys will have a plan and to follow. That way, when you do go out there and play, you will have some sort of a path to take, and rather not just going randomly play numbers and not knowing what to do, but rather know how to play it so you can increase your chance of winning. So, without further ado, as you all know, if you've been watching my videos, you should know by now how I go about figuring out how the pattern falls for each numbers. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to start on Sunday, May 8th, 2016. And what I always do when I'm trying to figure these things out, I always go with the midday and I never go with the evening. And if you do decide to go with the evening because you don't have the midday, you don't have the chance to play the midday, what you want to do, guys, is stick with the midday. Sorry, so stick with the evening and not go with the midday, because if you keep switching like that, what you're gonna do, guys, is you're gonna confuse yourself. Really, you really are gonna confuse yourself, and you're gonna find yourself a little bit frustrated because you're not winning. So if you're going to play, you gotta come in with a strategic plan of winning and not just play random numbers, because that's gonna frustrate you, and at the end of the day, you're not gonna be happy. So the way I go about it, I always play the middays, and I've tried to go back a few days, few 1 or 2 days behind. That way, when I do play, I can catch up to into figuring out what is going to be the next following numbers. So in the way I do that, I guess you guys should know by now. If you are new to watching this, the way I do it, I've actually create a small little grid, and I count it from 1 to 0, and then I would break that pattern by counting down by 0, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and then I would go and I would count down 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I would repeat that process. If you want to follow along, you can go ahead and pause the video and copy that down. But what I suggest you do, if you are going to copy me, make sure you do it through Microsoft Word or WordPad. Do not use your a pen and paper, or pencil and paper, and try to do this. What's going to happen is that the numbers are not going to be straight as you do it, and you may not come up correctly when you do it. So I suggest you use Microsoft Word or WordPad to follow along the way I do it. That way you will be more accurate. So alright, so I've created this grid, and as you can see, the numbers in front of you, and you see the green box and you see the blue box. Forget about the green box right now. Don't worry about the green box. What I want you to concentrate on right now is the blue box. Okay? I want you to concentrate on the blue box, guys. Now, the number that has fallen on May was 949. All right, 949. As you can see, 949 is the number that falls on May 8th. What I do from now, I make sure I go back to the grid, and I will choose a numbers that is very close proximity to each other. If it's 949, I want to see 9. There's a 4, and then of course there's a 9 here, and then there's a 4 here as well. So I'll go ahead and then I would cover these here. All right, I would cover it, and I'll make sure when I do cover it, it goes 5 across, because Michigan is 5 across. Florida, when I used to do Florida, it used to be 3 across. 3 across and 4 down, but this is 5 across and 4 down. You know, I choose it from 5 across, 1 2 3 4 5, and then 1 2 3 4 down. Don't ask me why. It's because I guess each states has their different ways of the way the numbers fall, I guess. So that's the pattern for Michigan. For Florida, it's a little bit different, and it's much easier for Florida. So Michigan, you just gotta, add a little more numbers to it. That way you know what you're looking for. All right, so going back to the 949 number that falls on May 8th. All right, so I have 949 here, and what I actually do when I'm trying to find out my number, I count down and I count up. As you can see, my arrow is going up, and you can see my arrow is going down. My arrow is going up, meaning I have to count up, and my arrow is going down, meaning I have to count down. Now, since 9 is a very large number, statistically, the next number would probably fall. It would probably be a low number. All right. So here's what I do. Whenever you see a number 9 in the beginning and you see a number 9 at the end, you're gonna treat that number 9, the first number 9, as is, the middle number as a 0, and the last 9 as a 1. Okay, guys? As you can see the example here, 1 0 1. You're gonna treat that as is. Okay, you're gonna treat that 9, the first number 9, as a 9. Okay, and then the middle number as a 0, and then the last number as a 1. So, sorry, that should be a 9. All right. So 9 0 1. 9 0 1. Okay, so now you count up from that. Now when I count up, I gotta make sure everything that I'm adding after the 9 is actually in the grid. I see 2 zeros here, so I add a 0, and I see 1, 2 ones there, I add a 1, and I see 2 here, and I add a 2, and I see 3 here, and I add a 3. All right, and I see a 4 in this box as well, so I add a 4. All right, and now I see a 1 is a 1, because remember, I'm counting up, but I'm treating the 4 as a 0. All right, I'm not counting from I'm not making the 4 as a 4 and then go 5 6 7 8. No, that's not how I do it. I'm gonna make it as a 0, and I'm gonna count up from there. So 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and then the 9, I'm gonna count that as a 1, and I'm gonna go 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is our number that has fallen, guys, for the next number here for the next midday. You see, May 9th, midday, 5 4 6. Now, disclosure, guys, I don't promise you that the number is gonna fall straight all the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now, if you have a little money to spend right now, if you were to play these numbers here, 1 2 3 4 5, I don't know how much it costs for you to play in your states. I know in Florida, I think it's about $1 to play. Well, actually, it is about $1. It is $1. All right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 6 1 2 3 4 5. So you spend $5 just to get here, and the next thing you know, and if you want to keep playing a little bit more to increase your chance, you want to add a little bit more dollars to increase your chance, you can. But since we've got it already, got the next midday here, look at that, 4, 5, 6, boom, 4, 5, 4, 6. Now that's straight, and this is mix. If you spend $5, I don't know what the rewards is in your state. I don't know if you spend $5, you may end up getting 200. I don't know what's the reward is in Mexican. I'm just doing it because somebody recommended it on YouTube, and I'm actually doing it because I wanted to show people that it is a very proven process. It is a simple process to follow, and I've actually done about 3 states now, Florida, and a couple other states. I think I gotta go back to my YouTube, to other channels, to the other videos that I've done before to see how many states that I did. But I know I've done Florida a couple times just to show people how it's done for Florida. And I'm gonna go to other states and figure out their falling numbers and how the pattern works for them. That way, everybody will understand how the pattern works for their own state, and they can play and follow along and win and increase your chance of winning, not just by playing random numbers. Because it's ridiculous when I hear people say, "Oh, today's my birthday, I'm gonna play this number," or "It's my girlfriend's birthday, I'm gonna play this number," and things like that. It never works out that way. You gotta have a strategic plan and going about playing these numbers. That way, guys, you increase your chance of winning. Okay, so with all that being said, guys, what I want you guys to do is actually subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, and if you like this, click the like button. All right, that because I'm always gonna put up some new materials. There's a website that I'm gonna launch soon, and I want you guys to have the updates to that. Because on the website is going to be where you guys can go actually have a forum place where you guys can actually communicate with one another, find out what state is doing this and what secret this person has and this person have of winning, and how to increase, share information online. It's going to be an online based community where you guys can actually have a convo with one another, and sometime me as well. You can message me. Sorry, not text message. Email me, and I'll see if I can get back with you all concerning that. So, without further ado, guys, thank you all for watching, and you guys will soon be hearing from me soon from another state, figuring out a pattern for the another states that's coming. I think the next one I'm going to do is Texas, and stay tuned to that. Okay, guys. So. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.